On March 28, 2025.
You could face 6 months in jail and a $2,000 fine just for getting in the way of police. That might seem like a harsh penalty, but let's take a closer look at why interfering with law enforcement, especially during something as serious.
An officer was in the process of serving a capital murder warrant on a suspect in Harris County, Texas. While conducting a felony stop, the defendant, who was identified by his...
As a murder investigation is a big deal legally, this man walks right up to an active capital murder scene, like it's no big deal.
His ID card, pulled up on the officer's perimeter, got out of their motor vehicle and began walking to the residence where the murder suspect was. The officer's supervisor ordered the defendant to stop and stay right there. The defendant refused and continued to ignore officers while walking towards the residence. The officer's supervisor ordered the defendant to step back multiple times.
It's a bold move, and maybe not a smart one. He's not the person wanted for murder. But when you interfere with a felony arrest in progress, that's where serious legal problems begin. Just being...
They grabbed the defendant and took him to the ground.
Him?
Yes, Your Honor.
Was he the capital murder suspect?
No, Your Honor.
I live there. Stop. Oh, sorry.
I believe that they were in the process of serving a warrant on someone else at the residence, and that's when they came in contact with the defendant. Ordered him to stop. He refused to stop going towards the residence, Your Honor.
Did it serve the warrant? What ended up happening?
Here's what nearby isn't a crime, but your actions do matter. If the suspect wasn't in the house and the man police detained wasn't the suspect, was the police response too much or totally justified?
Looks like after refusing commands, there was a brief struggle where he was detained.
Was the murder suspect there?
I'm not sure, Your Honor. It does not say. I have no further facts that show if the warrant was complete on the warrant or not, Your Honor, or completed at the time. I just believe they were in the process and believed him to be at the residence, and that's when this incident occurred.
Read it again, if you don't mind.
Yes, Your Honor. On March 28, 2025, the law enforcement officer and Squad 5 of the Houston Police Department's Gang Division served a capital murder warrant for a suspect observed inside a truck at a nearby residence.
Share your thoughts in the comments. The actual murder suspect was in a truck nearby, not inside the house. The man who got arrested ignored repeated police commands and walked toward the wrong location. Now he's face down and in handcuffs.
While conducting a felony stop, the defendant, who is identified by his Texas ID card, pulled up on the perimeter, got out of the vehicle, walked to the sidewalk, and began walking to the residence where the murder suspect was. The supervisor then ordered the defendant to stop and to stay right there. The defendant refused and continued ignoring officers and walking towards the residence. The supervisor ordered him to step back multiple times, but the defendant was once again ignoring.
Confused by the situation? You're not alone. The case gets dismissed. No probable cause. But the judge gives a clear warning. Next time, stay back.
The officers and the law enforcement officer grabbed the defendant and made him bounce and the ground.
Okay, so now, but when you first started, you said they were going to a capital murder suspect in a car.
Yes, Your Honor. That's what. So I was originally reading the summary, and I'm going straight from the gems now, Your Honor. It looks like the suspect was observed inside a truck at a nearby residence.
So the suspect is not even in the residence. No.
Then they later state that there was that the suspect, that the defendant here was walking towards the residence where the murder suspect was. I'm not sure, Your Honor. I have nothing for that.
I find no probable cause in your case. Just be careful, man. When you get into a pissing match with,
I understand.
who's going to win?
They are. I understand.
No.
Yes, sir.